So today we have the Pinephone Beta Edition being used in the background, effectively as a desktop computer. What I've done here is I've taken the second Pinephone that I purchased, and I've got that phone plugged into the Convergence package. So to give some background on what that is exactly, if you look at those two initial unboxings, you're going to see kind of a black box that comes with the phone, and this is really the interface that you use to turn the phone into a desktop computer. On one end, you're going to have a USB connector. This one plugs into the phone, and the phone's USB controller is going to use this port for networking and video. For the video, I have the HDMI monitor, and of course I've also plugged in a keyboard and mouse. Now, in my case, the audio is coming from the phone itself, and I've got the internet coming in from the Wi-Fi connection. In the background, you're going to see some video buffering, and because of that, I think I need to repeat this test, and then see how it does with the Ethernet connector. You can tell from the icon that the Wi-Fi signal is strong, but I also suspect there's a lot of traffic on this channel. Anyway, I've got the phone mounted on a circuit board holder, and on the back side you can still kind of see that I2C adapter poking out. To keep the phone charged while it's doing this, there is a USB receptacle, which is a pretty good thing because otherwise it would discharge pretty quickly. Anyway, as you can see in the background, the HDMI monitor does a pretty good job of extending the desktop. Occasionally you'll see some artifacting on the back monitor, but it hasn't crashed, and it tends to only happen with certain applications. The operating system is PostmarketOS version 22.12. It's using the Phosh environment and Wayland windowing. My only gripe with the user interface is, normally when you have windows like this, there is a large bar at the top where you can click on it, and that top bar is going to be kind of your visual landmark for knowing where you can grab onto the window. In this environment, that feature doesn't seem to exist, so it can be pretty awkward to try and grab the window and move it to the other monitor. I'm guessing that's because the system is optimized for a touch display rather than a mouse. And for all I know, there very well could be a setting to adjust this. And by the way, the operating system is installed on the microSD card, and not the internal storage. If you want your phone to run as fast as possible, I do recommend using the internal storage. Now, a long time ago, maybe back in September or October, I also tried doing this on the old version of Manjaro ARM, and to be honest, it had a lot of trouble with the system hanging up. Essentially, I would get a large error message on the screen, and the only way to fix it and get the phone back was to go in through SSH, and then issue the command that was printed on the screen. I think I should give that a second try, because the latest Manjaro ARM did seem to have a few improvements. Anyway, I think I'm going to retest this tonight, and afterwards I can post the results on the webpage. Anyway, special thanks again to anyone who interacted with the video. This is a small channel with limited resources, and it is not made for the YouTube algorithm. Before I forget to mention, this was the 3GB version of the phone, and it was purchased in North America. This setup was pretty much just plug and play, and other than doing regular system updates and installing another web browser, I haven't really installed anything out of the ordinary. I'm inclined to guess this will work as long as Postmarket is installed, and you can still operate the touchscreen. The Pinephone keyboard is probably coming up next, so stay posted, and we'll see you in the next one.